We had another tough night last night. A lot of people are still without power. I know it's incredibly difficult, incredibly frustrating, and I want to cover a couple of important points. The first point is water. We are seeing a loss of water pressure, number one, because the lack of power has turned generators off that keep that water pressure going, and number two, because pipes have burst that also are creating water pressure issues. And so that is causing trouble in hospitals, and it's causing trouble in fire departments. Both of these need water pressure in order to adequately do their jobs. So I ask that you please stop dripping your faucets. Right now, the temperature is such that you're not going to keep the pipes from bursting by dripping it. It's higher. You don't have an issue with that right now. And instead, we do need to preserve that water pressure for the hospitals and for the fire departments. The other point is, now that the water pressure is down, bacteria seeps into the pipes. And when that happens, the water is no longer safe to drink. Everyone needs to assume that they are under a boil water notice unless your city or your municipal utility district tells you that you are not. So before you drink your water, boil it for 2 minutes once it's already boiling. I know that a lot of people don't have the ability to boil water right now because they're out of power. And so that takes me to my second major point, which is we may have a window later today into the afternoon where folks are going to be able to go and resupply. Depending on how far north you are, the ice on the roads is melting. So if you have the opportunity, head over to resupply water and food. Drive very carefully. We still have hundreds of lights, maybe over 1,000 that are out. There's still going to be patches of ice, so we need you to drive extremely slowly, be very careful. And this is key. Please do not hoard. Only purchase enough supplies to get your family through the weekend. If you visit readyharris.org, we have a list of the grocery stores that are telling us which stores are open and which stores are closed, so you can check that out before you head out. And they are resupplying. So as the airports open up, as the roads clear, they're bringing more materials, and that's why we really ask that you not hoard. There are 5 million people in this county, many more in the region, and I ask you to please be good neighbors. The power's probably not going to come back anytime soon. It's probably going to stay out even beyond the weather when the weather passes on Friday. We're going to have a cold night tonight. We're going to have a cold night tomorrow night. But after that, it's going to be a lot more pleasant. So even if by then we still don't have power, we still don't have water, the little bit of good news is it's going to be more comfortable. We're at least going to have mobility. And so, we'll have challenges still with the stoplights, but it'll be less terrible in that sense. So hang in there. All of us understand what you're going through. All of us have the same situation. This is the 4th night at my home that doesn't have power or water, and I know that CenterPoint is working on at least getting power back to some of the folks who haven't had it for a little bit. So if your power comes back, expect it to go back off. If you don't have it, if you have it, expect to lose it. That's going to continue to be an issue. But we're going to get through this, and thank you for doing your part and for being a good neighbor.